exciting. Obviously, the kind of a culmination of the work that we put in this season. Of course, the RMAC regular season champion gets the right to host. So we're very, very proud of putting that first goal behind us. The first goal that we set on the year was to be the RMAC regular season champions, and now that is behind us, we can really kind of focus our energy and concentration on postseason play. We don't know who we play yet come Friday, but we know it's going to be a very, very good team, and a team capable of not only beating us, but coming here and winning the whole thing. So we're going to work hard this week. We're going to fix a few things and figure out who our opponent is tomorrow, I believe probably about 2 or 2:30, and then we'll prepare for them on Thursday, lace them up Friday, and play a soccer game. It's great. Last weekend was very, very hard on us. The travel that we experienced was unlike any travel I don't think we've experienced all year. So it was a difficult weekend, and then of course the highs and lows of the game on Friday against Regis, and then to come back and follow that up with what really was a good performance. It was an unlucky way to finish because I thought we should have won the game. But credit has to go to South Dakota Lions. They defended with their lives and did a great job at it. So it's nice when you can sit back and like you said, let the other teams beat up on each other, because that's going to be a very, very physical game on the other side of the mountain here tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. I think going into the RMAC tournament this year, maybe more so than other years, the conference tournament definitely is going to play a role in the regional seedings, especially because St. Anne's and Midwestern, they still both have big games to play, and we have big games to play in the conference tournament. So we definitely need to get 2 wins this weekend to help us get the 1 or the 2 seed in the region to be able to host the NCAA tournament game. Yeah, one of those 2 teams has to lose for sure. I mean, we're the only team in the region sitting with 1 loss. Granted, we have a couple of bad ties on the resume, but for sure, Midwestern, St. Anne's, they have 2 difficult games to play going in. I know St. Anne's might have to play West Texas, who's also a really good team. So one of those teams is going to come out with a loss. If we do our job, we should be 1 or 2 going in the NCAA tournament.
I think we prepare the same way every week. Come out, we work hard, we do the stuff that we are going to do in that game. Only a couple things that we have to tweak here and there in terms of how we're going to play certain teams. But I think overall we have the same mentality and the same outlook on that week of practice when we come in. We're always going to come out, we're going to work hard, we're going to get better each and every day. So when it comes out and we find out what team we play, then maybe we adjust the little things, just tweak a couple things that we have to prepare just for that specific team. But overall I think we prepare the same way, we work hard, and we try and get better every day at what we do.
And I think to kind of build off of that, when we train in a given week, no matter who our opponents are on that next weekend, we spend a lot more time worrying and concentrating on what we're doing. We really don't have a whole lot of communication with what the other team's going to look like until shortly before the game. I guess we're of the belief and opinion that if we get things right, if we do what we're capable of doing, then I think we're going to be just fine on the day. So I think the mentality of the program is, hey, let's take care of us and let things fall where they may after the 90 minutes or 110 minutes.
Coach?
Yeah, we talk about it. I feel as though it's my responsibility to keep them in the loop with where we're at and what we need to do to see some sort of movement, and what we could do negatively to see movement in the other direction. So we do talk about the NCAA regional rankings. We don't spend really an ounce of time talking about the NSCAA because it really doesn't have a whole lot of bearings on what we're going to do for the rest of the year. So I think these guys know where we stand. Our first concentration always is on the next opponent. But I do think these guys like to know where we stand and what they need to do in order to kind of climb that ladder, if you will, in terms of the regional rankings. And I think you're always going to have a little bit more motivation when you know that you can gain a spot, right? When you can host a regional game as opposed to going on the road. I think the great thing about this group is we've showed we're very, very difficult to beat and that we travel well. So if we don't earn the 1 or the 2 seed, we're going to put our heads down and work, and we'll go wherever we may and expect to win just like we do any other game. But we're certainly shooting for the stars, and that's a result on Friday, and then hopefully the same on Sunday, and we'll see what happens. I think they put their head down and they work. I don't think we get complacent and satisfied with just being in the postseason. I think the program's really moved beyond that. I think we're at a point now where we expect to achieve results. And we also talk about pressure pretty consistently. When you're a good team and a good program and you're competing for championships, pressure becomes part of it. And how they handle the pressure, I think this year in comparison to last year in the big games is just completely different. And I don't think that we see that difference unless they were put in those situations last year. Again, I mean, we were starting 5, 6, 7 freshmen last year, and we had a great year last year. They just weren't quite ready, and that's okay. But I think the group this year is ready to react and respond in the postseason in a positive manner.